My name is Edward Painter, and this video will provide explanation of the design copyright overlap provided in Section 74 to Section 77A of the Copyright Act. The purpose of this legislation is to remove dual protection of articles, specifically as copyright law is inappropriate to protect the articles of an industrial nature. Section 75 describes how copyright protection and design registration overlap. As per Section 31 of the Copyright Act, to reproduce artistic works is an infringement. Artistic works are defined in Section 10 of the Act to include paintings, sculptures, drawings, engravings or photographs, buildings or a model of a building, whether the work is of artistic quality or not. Works of artistic craftsmanship are also included in this definition. Conversely, the Design Act protects registered designs. Designs are defined in Section 5 of the Design Act as the overall appearance of the product, resulting from one or more visual features of that product. The effect of Section 75 of the Copyright Act is when a design is or has been registered, it will no longer be a copyright infringement under Section 31 to reproduce a corresponding design of that work. The lamp example is commonly used to explain this concept. Suppose the drawing of a lamp may be protected as an artistic work under the Copyright Act, but the overall visual appearance of the lamp is separately protected as a registered design under the Design Act. Section 75 would eliminate this dual protection, and the lamp would subsequently lose its copyright protection. Under Section 77, copyright protection will be lost when, with the consent of the owner, the work is applied industrially, and the articles are at any time sold, let for hire, or exposed for sale or hire in Australia or elsewhere. Rule 17 of the Copyright Regulations explains that an item will be industrially applied when 50 or more copies are made of that design. However, this is not a hard and fast rule. Therefore, an item need not be registered as a design to lose its copyright protections as per Section 75. Applying this to the lamp example, once the design of the lamp is registered, industrially applied, and sold, let for hire, or exposed for sale or hire in Australia or elsewhere, its copyright protection will be lost. The legislation also provides exemptions. It states the design copyright overlap does not apply to flat designs or works of artistic craftsmanship. Artistic craftsmanship is not defined in the Copyright Act. However, we can analyse the interpretation of previous judges to develop a better understanding. In Coogee Australia and High Sport International, it was held that a work will qualify as one of artistic craftsmanship only if it has an element of real artistic or aesthetic quality. This is supported in the decision in Burge and Swarbrick, which held that the determination turns on assessing the extent to which a particular work's artistic expression is unconstrained by consideration of its function. The design copyright overlap can be summarised through three key takeaways. Firstly, when a design is or has been registered, it will not be a copyright infringement to reproduce the artistic work by using a corresponding design. Secondly, copyright protection will be lost when, with the consent of the owner, the work is applied industrially and the articles are at any time sold, let for hire, or exposed for sale or hire in Australia or elsewhere. And finally, the design copyright overlap does not apply to flat designs or works of artistic craftsmanship. By way of general conclusion, if an artistic design is applied to industrially produced goods, it will lose its copyright protection, and the manufacturer should thus register the design under the Design Act.